Today we're going to be doing a pretty cool little project. We're building a 10-foot dinette table with a couple of 5-foot benches, and we're using Aspen logs. No two Aspen logs are the same. They've just got their own unique personality and character. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up pieces for the table legs and the bench legs, and then Kate can start tenoning and sanding.
I guess, do you want to explain what the tenoning is?
Yeah, I can do that right now. So what I mean by tenon is this machine right here. This is called a tenon cutter, or a pencil sharpener as people call it. This clamp right here self-centers the log, and then we put the tenon on the end or sharpen the end, and then we drill a corresponding hole, which is called a mortise. So it's a mortise and tenon joinery. That's a term that's been used for hundreds of years. A tenon cutter is a log manufacturer's best friend because pretty much everything has got a tenon in it. Beds, nightstands, tables, chairs, just about everything we make has a tenon in it. So these are ready for tenons, Cade.
What is this little wiggly track here?
What's that?
Yeah.
That's a worm track. It's where a bug gets inside the log while it's still alive, and then it eats under the cambium layer, and then it poops. See that right there? That's bug poop. That's where it left its mark. And a knot like that and that can kind of throw that tenon cutter off, so I like to clean them up right here. That'll keep that tenon straight. So now I need my 4 for my table leg. The bell on this, I think a 4-inch, 4.5, and this log's bigger than that. So the tenon cutter's hitting on this. I can either clean this off to make it fit inside of that, or I bought this tenon cutter specific for bigger stuff.
Oh, I got it. I didn't see this one have that.
So this board here, we're going to cut it to 15. We're going to drill a couple of holes in it. The leg system will go down inside of the hole, and then we'll flip it upside down, and then you screw your seat through this. So that's basically a nailer board. These need to be drilled, and then these need to be routed both sides, and this only needs routed one side. These are the table legs, these 4 big ones. I'm coming down 9 inches from the top of the tenon to drill a hole. So we'll drill a hole at 9 inches and put another log in between them. This is the first set of bench legs. We've got our 2-inch holes drilled. We're 8 inches between. So what we need to do is cut another 12-inch piece that's gonna complete the H-brace on the bench. So each one of these has to be measured specific because of the character of the log. Aren't going to fit in there. Well, barely.
Yeah, it'll be a little tight.
Yeah. Hey.
Doesn't fit the whole thing. That would be
Look at that.
something. That looks pretty good.
Then we drill a hole in the center.
Now we just need to level the leg.
So that's resting against the blade. If you nick that and it hits the blade, it goes shooting and it hurts.
I take it you know from experience?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm not in the NBA. Yeah, by the time you get those routed, here, let me go show you what I mean by routing the bottom. By routing the bottom, it does a couple of things. It actually makes it look finished, but if you don't, and you drag the bench across like a tile floor and it hooks on a piece of tile, it can splinter and chip. I know that by experience. Let's pull the subtop back off, glue it all up.
How's that taste?
Like dead horse. So we want to use a lot of glue on this. Day 2 on the dinette. We've got the top all laminated. We're a little long on the side. Instead of trying to manhandle this thing and cut it on the table saw, we're going to use this flush router. So I should be able to just put it right on there. That bearing rides on the other piece, and that should just cut it flush. Holy cow, it's going to be a monster table. I've done this before. You put tape on your cut. All right, Kay, do your magic. Now pull the tape and see what it did.
Oh no, it destroyed the edge. Look at this.
Look at that.
Came out pretty good.
That's good. That's better than this end. That program worked out pretty good. Got all the corners 45. Now I need to get a straight edge on my trim. I mean, you look at Aspen, there's just nothing
straight about it.
Nothing straight about it at all. That's about as crooked as it gets. Alright, let's see how well we did here. Yeah, grab that in and go right down the other side of that table. We'll hold it up there. So that goes right on there like that. Should be flush with the top, because you really can't sand. If you sand your top, you get through the laminate, and then it screws it all up. Something like that. Okay, we've got the legs on. We got all the ollies. Cade puttied them. The putty's about dry. Now I'm just working on getting the half log trim on there. Okay, so I've got both my sides and one end on. Now I'm going to sand this down flush, and we take another piece. Goes across there like this. I'm gonna go ahead and sand this right here. Okay, we got one bench done. Cade's got it all puttied. Looks pretty good. It's heavy. That table is going to be a beast. That thing's going to weigh 300 pounds. So I did exactly what I didn't want to do. Got into the veneer. Come right over here and you can see it. See that?
Oh, yeah.
See how thin that is? That's like micro thin. It's gonna be all right though, because it's just like on a little corner. I just gotta be more delicate when I sand the Aspen.
To be fair, when it's in the corner like that,
It's hard.
it doesn't like, well, it doesn't like not match the styling,
No, it
especially
looks
as it
all
goes
right.
into it.
It'll work.
Like, it's not something that's going to completely ruin the
Look
look
at
of
this
it.
seam right here.
There is no seam.
I mean, looks just like it flows right in from the maple to the Aspen.
Well, that's the thing though, like, especially on the camera, like, you guys can't see it, but right where my fingernail is, there is a seam that is invisible.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get the smaller sander. I got a little tiny sander. I'm just gonna have to caress it, be a little more gentle with it, because I don't want to get through the veneer and screw it up, because then I just have to rebuild it, and I don't have another sheet of that.
And it's ridiculous.
Expensive.
Yeah,
It's really expensive. Hey, welcome back to Sawdust and Lug Nuts. My hair's probably a mess because I'm getting ready to lacquer right here. Here is the 10-foot dinette table and the 2 5-foot Aspen benches. So I wanted to just kind of show you guys what's going on here. Seal coat, so we'll seal it, let it dry, scuff it. I think I'll paint those benches one at a time so I can get all the way around everything when I do the finish coat. And we missed a spot right there. Yeah, that's gonna be gorgeous. Okay, so today we're here in Duck Creek Village. We're gonna set up this dinette set. So it's a heavy beast. We got to take it up those stairs and put it in the kitchen. So that's what we're up to today. There we go. So we're going right there with it. Okay, we're here. We're going to put the leg system together, and then I'm going to watch these guys pack it up the stairs.
Same here.
So we'll stick it right in here first. Be able to stack a lot of people around that.
Well, once you read it, you'll hear about my origin story and kind of where I came from and the circumstances of my birth and childhood. So
we joke about that all the time.
read it. Let me know what you
Okay,
think.
perfect. Do I need to get this copy back to you?
No.
Can you autograph it?
Sure.
Is
So
it on
I got up here a little late to the party with the camera. You want to explain about your book?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote this book a couple years ago. I've lived a very unique childhood and very unique circumstances of my birth. And this book is about not being a victim of your circumstances, being a product of your choices. And I've been able to kind of come from very humble beginnings in a rough childhood to be able to live, you know, a life I couldn't have imagined, you know, when I was growing up. So I wrote this book to help other people understand that we are exactly where we choose to be. If you want to be somewhere, just start making those choices, working hard enough, long enough, and you can have anything in life you want.
That's awesome. Do you have a website that we can?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
Well, awesome. Thanks,
Beautiful
man.
job, man.
Yeah, that
I'll
turned
get
out
you paid.
amazing.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
send that through today.
And then I'll get, you want to bid on 2 more
Yeah.
benches and 2 chairs.
Yep.
Then you'll just move everything else downstairs.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
you so
man.
much. Have a
Thanks,
good one.
Kevin. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
This job is pretty awesome, man. And I love his analogy on that. We are a product of our decisions, and can't wait to read this. And it's also on Audible. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to reading. At least I can listen to it, right? But this is pretty cool. Pretty cool job. And if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time.